Why you must empty your mind. Let me ask you something simple. When was the last time your mind was truly quiet? No noise, no stress, no constant thinking, just clarity. Because most people today are not tired from work. They are tired from thinking too much. Don't let your mind become a storage room for confusion. Let it become a place of clarity. Your mind is powerful, but it was never designed to hold everything at once. Yet look at what we do. We carry yesterday's mistakes. We worry about tomorrow's problems. We replay conversations that are already over. And slowly, the mind becomes crowded. Where focus goes, energy flows. But if your focus is scattered, your energy becomes weak. Why you must empty your mind. You cannot think clearly with a full mind. You cannot grow with constant noise. You cannot move forward if you're always looking backward. Learn to separate the important from the unimportant. Emptying your mind is not about losing intelligence. It's about removing what doesn't serve you. Doubt, fear, overthinking, unnecessary distractions. These things don't help you. They slow you down. A clear mind is a powerful mind. When your mind is clear, decisions become easier. Focus becomes sharper. Discipline becomes stronger. Success is predictable. It's not luck and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. But discipline requires clarity. And clarity requires space. Overthinking looks like effort, but it often leads to inaction. You analyze too much. You doubt too much. You delay too much. And while you're thinking, life keeps moving. Don't let indecision rob you of opportunity. Sometimes the best thing you can do is stop thinking and start acting. If your mind is full of noise, you will live a life full of confusion. But if your mind is clear, your life becomes focused. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Empty your mind so you can fill your life with what truly matters. Stay with me, because in this message, you're going to learn how to clear your mind, how to control your thoughts, and how to create a life of focus, discipline, and purpose. And once you master your mind, you begin to master your life. Before you can fill your life with success, you must first learn to empty your mind, because a crowded mind cannot produce a clear life. Learn to separate the important from the unimportant. Most people don't have a lack of opportunity. They have a lack of mental clarity, and clarity begins when you remove what doesn't belong. Your mind is powerful. It can create ideas. It can solve problems. It can build a future. But it was never designed to carry everything at once. Yet look at what we do. We carry yesterday's failures, today's stress, tomorrow's worries, all at the same time. And then we wonder why we feel overwhelmed. Where focus goes, energy flows. If your focus is scattered, your energy is scattered. Most people are not physically tired. They are mentally exhausted, not from doing too much, but from thinking too much, replaying past mistakes, imagining worst case scenarios, doubting every decision. This constant mental noise drains your strength. Don't let your mind become a warehouse of worry, because what you store in your mind eventually shapes your life. You can't think clearly in a crowded mind. Let me tell you something simple. You cannot make powerful decisions with a cluttered mind. You cannot focus when your thoughts are everywhere. You cannot grow if your attention is divided. Either you run the day or the day runs you. And if your mind is not under control, your life will not be under control. Why most people never clear their mind? Clearing your mind requires awareness. And awareness requires honesty. You must admit what thoughts are hurting you, what patterns are holding you back, what distractions are stealing your time. But many people avoid this. They stay busy. They stay distracted. They stay entertained, because silence reveals truth. Emptying your mind does not mean you stop thinking. It means you stop holding on to what doesn't serve you. Let go of past failures. Let go of unnecessary fear. Let go of constant comparison. You cannot change your past, but you can change your future. But only if you stop carrying what belongs in the past. When your mind becomes clear, something incredible happens. You begin to see things differently. Problems look smaller. Opportunities become visible. Decisions become easier. Success is predictable. It's not luck and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. But discipline requires focus. And focus requires clarity. What happens when you don't empty your mind? If you don't clear your mind, the consequences are quiet but powerful. You hesitate when you should act. You doubt when you should decide. You delay when you should move. And slowly, life passes you by. Not because you lacked ability, but because your mind was too full to use it. Emptying your mind is the first step toward controlling your life. Because when you control your thoughts, you control your actions. And when you control your actions, you control your results. For things to change, you have to change. And that change begins inside. If your mind is full of noise, your life will be full of confusion. But if your mind is clear, your life becomes focused. Empty your mind, not to lose something, but to create space for something greater. Clarity, discipline, purpose. Let me share with you something simple, but incredibly powerful. A question, not a complicated one, not a philosophical one. Just this. I wonder what my next thought will be. And then you wait. The power of a simple question. Now, something interesting happens. The moment you ask that question, your mind pauses just for a few seconds. Quiet, still, alert, because the brain, for the first time, is no longer reacting. It is searching, and in that search, there is silence. Learn to be still and let your mind settle. Most people never experience this because their thoughts are always running, always reacting, always moving. Why this trick works? Your mind is used to automatic thinking. One thought leads to another, then another, then another, like a chain that never ends. But when you ask, what will my next thought be? You break the chain. You interrupt the pattern. You must take control of your thinking before your thinking takes control of you. For a brief moment, you are no longer lost in thought. You are watching it. This is where the shift happens. You move from being the thinker to being the observer. And that changes everything. Because when you observe your thoughts, you gain power over them. Instead of being controlled by worry, fear, overthinking, you begin to see them for what they are. Just thoughts, not commands, not reality, just passing ideas. Silence is not empty, it's powerful. Many people fear silence. They think a quiet mind is an empty mind. But the truth is the opposite. A clear mind is a powerful mind. In those few seconds of silence, your focus sharpens, your awareness increases, your control strengthens. This is where clarity begins. Not in noise, not in chaos, but in stillness. Now don't expect this to happen once and change everything. Like any skill, it requires practice. Try it throughout your day. Pause. Ask the question. Wait. Even if it's just for a few seconds. Those seconds matter. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And this is a mental discipline. Overthinking is a habit, a pattern, a loop. And like any habit, it can be broken. Not by force, but by awareness. Each time you use this next thought trick, you weaken the old pattern. You create space. And in that space, you find control. Let me tell you something important. Control does not come from stopping thoughts completely. Control comes from choosing which thoughts you follow. Either you run the day or the day runs you. If you follow every thought, your day runs you. If you observe your thoughts, you run your day. When you practice this regularly, your relationship with your mind begins to change. You are no longer overwhelmed. You are aware. You are no longer reactive. You are intentional. You begin to think on purpose instead of thinking by accident. At any moment today, pause and ask yourself, I wonder what my next thought will be. And wait. In that moment of silence, you will discover something powerful. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who controls them. For things to change, you have to change. And sometimes change begins with just one quiet moment. When people hear the phrase, empty your mind, they often misunderstand it. They imagine a blank space, no thoughts, no activity, and they try to force it. But the truth is, a powerful mind is not empty like a void. It is focused like a laser. Learn to concentrate. Where focus goes, energy flows. The mistake of forcing the mind. Most people try to control their mind by fighting it. They say, stop thinking, be quiet, don't have thoughts. And the more they try, the louder the mind becomes, because the mind does not respond well to force. Don't try to control everything. Learn to guide it. Force creates resistance. Focus creates direction. What empty really means. Let's redefine what it means. To empty your mind. It does not mean removing all thoughts. It means removing distractions. It means choosing one point of attention and staying there. Your breath, a sound, a simple idea. Success requires concentration of effort, and concentration begins with one thing at a time. Think about this. When sunlight is scattered, it warms. But when it is focused, it can burn. Your mind works the same way. Scattered thoughts create confusion. Focused thought creates power. Don't major in minor thing. Most people lose their strength because they focus on too many things at once. Focus is not automatic. It is trained. Start simple. Sit quietly. Choose one thing. Your breath is enough. Notice it. Follow it. Stay with it. And when your mind drifts, gently bring it back. Not with frustration, but with patience. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And mental discipline begins with focus. Let me tell you something important. Your mind will wander. That's not failure. That's natural. The key is not to stop it from wandering. The key is to return. Again and again and again. Every return strengthens your control. At first, your mind may feel restless. Thoughts will come quickly. Distractions will appear constantly. But with practice, something changes. The noise begins to settle. The space between thoughts grows. And in that space, you find clarity. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Focus allows you to run your day. Here's the paradox. When you discipline your focus, you create freedom. Freedom from distraction. Freedom from overthinking. Freedom from mental exhaustion. You must either modify your dreams or magnify your skills. Focus is a skill. And like any skill, it improves with practice. Applying focus in daily life. This is not just about quiet moments. This is about how you live. When you work, focus. When you learn, focus. When you listen, focus. Give your full attention to what matters. Wherever you are, be there. Most people are never fully present. They are everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Emptying your mind is not about forcing silence. It's about choosing focus. One thought, one action, one direction. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And focus is one of the most powerful disciplines you can build. Master your focus, and you begin to master your mind. Sometimes the problem is not your discipline. It's not your focus. It's the simple fact that your mind is too full. Too many thoughts. Too many tasks. Too many unfinished ideas. And when everything is trying to stay in your head, nothing becomes clear. Don't let your mind become a warehouse of unfinished business, because a crowded mind creates a distracted life. Think about everything you're holding right now. Tasks you need to complete. Ideas you haven't organized. Problems you haven't solved. Things you're afraid to forget. All of it sits in your mind, taking up space. And just like a computer, your brain has limited capacity. Too many open tabs. And the system slows down. Why your mind keeps racing. Your mind is not trying to overwhelm you. It's trying to remind you. Every thought that keeps coming back is your brain saying, don't forget this. This is important. You need to handle this. But instead of handling it, you keep holding it. Either you run the day or the day runs you. And when your mind is overloaded, your day begins to run you. The power of a brain dump. Now here's the solution. Simple, practical, powerful. Write it down. Everything. No structure. No perfection. No overthinking. Just take a piece of paper and empty your mind onto it. Tasks, worries, ideas, plans. Everything that is inside goes outside. Learn to capture your thoughts, or they will capture you, freeing your mental space. The moment you write things down, something incredible happens. Relief. Because your mind no longer has to hold everything. It can let go. It can relax. It can focus. Clarity comes when you remove confusion. And writing removes confusion. A brain dump turns chaos into clarity. Once everything is on paper, you can begin to organize what matters most, what can wait, what can be removed completely. Now you are no longer overwhelmed. You are in control. This is not just writing, it's strategy. Don't underestimate this habit. This is not just journaling. This is mental strategy. Successful people don't try to remember everything. They build systems. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And writing things down is one of those simple disciplines. Make it a daily habit. If your mind often feels busy, make this a daily practice. Morning or night, take a few minutes and empty your mind onto paper. You will notice less stress, more clarity, better focus, faster decisions, because your mind is no longer crowded. You don't need to hold everything. Let me remind you of something important. You don't need to carry everything in your head. You don't need to remember every detail. You don't need to solve everything at once. Don't major in minor things. Write it down, organize it, act on it, and let your mind do what it does best. Think clearly. So here's the lesson. A full mind is a slow mind. A clear mind is a powerful mind. If your thoughts are racing, don't fight them. Release them. Write them down. Free your mental space. For things to change, you have to change. And sometimes change begins with something as simple as putting pen to paper. You've learned how to quiet the noise. You've learned how to observe your thoughts. You've learned how to focus and how to release. Now comes the final step. Living with a clear and powerful mind. Because clarity is not something you visit once. It is something you live with daily. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And a clear mind is one of the most powerful disciplines you can build. When your mind is clear, life feels different. You don't feel overwhelmed. You don't feel rushed. You don't feel pulled in every direction. Instead, you feel focused, calm, in control. Either you run the day or the day runs you. A clear mind allows you to run your day. You think less, but better. Here's something interesting. When your mind becomes clear, you don't necessarily think more. You think better. Your thoughts become more intentional, more useful, more productive. Don't mistake movement for progress. Many people think constantly, but get nowhere. The clear-minded individual thinks with purpose. One of the greatest benefits of a clear mind is decision-making. No confusion. No endless hesitation. You see things as they are, and you act. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. Clarity removes indecision. And when you decide faster, you move forward faster. When your mind is not cluttered, discipline becomes easier. You're not fighting distractions. You're not battling constant noise. You simply do what needs to be done. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And a clear mind strengthens that bridge. Most people are never fully present. They are thinking about the past, worrying about the future, distracted by everything around them. But when your mind is clear, you are here, fully present, fully aware. Wherever you are, be there. This is where life is lived. Not in yesterday, not in tomorrow, but now. Once you experience clarity, you begin to protect it. You become more careful about what you watch, what you listen to, who you spend time with. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, because you understand something important. What enters your mind shapes your life. A clear mind builds confidence, not arrogance, not ego, but quiet confidence. Because you are no longer confused. You are no longer scattered. You know what matters, and you focus on it. The greatest value of discipline is what it makes of you. Clarity changes who you are. Let me remind you, this is not a one-time achievement. Your mind will try to fill up again. Life will bring noise. Distractions will return. That's why you must practice daily. Pause and observe. Focus on one thing. Write things down. Let go of what doesn't matter. For things to change, you have to change. And that change must be repeated. A clear mind is not empty. It is powerful. It is focused. It is disciplined. It allows you to think better, act faster, live stronger. Success is predictable. It's not luck and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. And that discipline begins in the mind. Empty what doesn't matter. Focus on what does. Protect your clarity, and you will not only control your thoughts, you will begin to control your life. A busy mind creates a busy life. A clear mind creates a powerful one. You don't need more information. You need more clarity. For things to change, you have to change. So start today. Let go of the noise. Let go of the overthinking. Let go of what doesn't serve you. Focus on what matters. Act with purpose. Success is predictable. It's not luck and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. And that discipline begins in your mind. Empty your mind and you will find your power.